What's up everyone, wizardoak here, and we are of course discussing about a new deck I recently discovered. But of course, as I of course trying to look at some great ideas or even that people actually have tried and say it's good. So this is of course I'm going to check it out, and yet even though I have, which I have played 3 matches and basically throw in. Basically a free matches one type of thing. And this is something is obviously this is a Gruul deck that is obviously focused on the new set, like if you have noticed. So as we of course discuss about this deck, let us talk about the cards and the functionality of it. So let's go to number one, that is none other than the Edge Wall Innkeeper. That's obviously a human peasant. That is, of course, cheap cost creature to cast, but ridiculously, he's absolutely powerful in the way of drawing cards for you if you cast a creature that have a fencer on it. So you don't need to cast a creature that basically, of course, that have a fencer cast it as a fencer. You don't need to, as to say it here. So you can cast any creature that have it, which is good. We also have, of course, Emerald Silkbreaker, which is really useful to do the fact if you against any person who have a artifact. If someone have an Emerclave or the Great Hive or any other creatures or whatever that is an artifact, it's great to destroy it, because obviously since some creatures can be artifacts, can be good for killing. And even of course it is of course technically have a fencer, so it will be a great effect on that. Well, of course we have basically the Scavenging Ooze, which of course obviously it's a really great buffing up creature I ever seen, due to the fact of basically if you tap for if you basically pay for green by using its ability, basically of course you target card, and if that card is a creature, put a 1/1 counter on it, and of course you gain a life. We also have boost fire intimately from the last set, that is Sandar, which I hope I say it right, because there's a hard to pronounce. So it's basically, of course, multicolor, red and green, and even got haste. It cannot be blocked by a creature with power of 2 or less, and even it's got landfall, which is awesome due to the fact of basically will gain 2/2 until on a turn. So if you, of course, you have faded passage, and of course that's technically cast by as a land, you can basically build this up to 5. We also have another card here that is Shattered Skull Smasher, which is amazing. It's basically a great card to destroy a group of creatures, or basically just one big massive creature. But of course, basically you have to pay X amount of it. If that X hit the 6 or more, you deal more damage basically to basically twice. So basically, you basically deal 12 damage on one creature, or maybe 2 or whatsoever. And even of course, we also have one of the newest cards, which of course I really introduction to the last video. That is Ardenin Broke Bro. That's of course you got haze, and even if you bush him, of course with the bush up mechanic. Basically, of course, if you he's basically attacking, you can basically unlock that ability, but only once per turn. And even of course, basically, you can boost it up to basically his base power to 1+, to the greatest power than among other creatures. Like example, if that's a 5. And he is basically, of course, basically a free, and he will be end up with of course another plus into the 1. That will be he will go up to basically 9 or more, in case my math's not correct. We also have another Fencer creature that is one of my favorite Fencer creatures, that is none other than Bone Crusher Giant, which of course have the Stunk Instinct Fencer ability that is basically deal damage to one to, with of course that's only 2 damage to any target. That also can be the player or praying walker or creatures. But even if it had been attacked by a certain spell, well, not certain spell, but a spell, basically the giant will deal 2 damage to the spell controller. So if you're trying to buff him up like a certain card, beware, you will get 2 damage from it. We also have another Fencer creature, and this is as a real important one. So this creature, of course, obviously is Love Beast, one of my favorite cards from Eldraine set. That is, of course, he can create a 1/1 white human creature, and even, of course, if he is summoned in the battlefield, he cannot attack unless there is one creature, basically. So basically, if you have him, or even, of course, another white human creature that is a 1/1, basically you can attack for 5. We also have a Manif, Caradun Manif, which of course is a ridiculously powerful creature too. It's a 3/3, and even when it's got lava, whenever the land entered the battlefield under your control, your creature will gain 2/2. That's only for the mouth. So even, of course, with that, of course, with this being played, that would be up to probably 7. Yeah, 7. Not 7, sorry. 8. 8. Of course. Or, yeah. Yeah, 7. Oh, God, me my mess. And other, of course, is fun. Another set that is fun, what do I call that one? Feros. Basically Beyond the Dead. That is, of course, basically you gain control. Basically, it's a sage and it's a enchantment. So you basically, of course, here is basically the free turns you can get of each of the sage. That is basically gain control of a creature for a long as this enchantment is played. Your next turn, your creature your opponent control can basically attack on combat if able. Each tap creature being dealt damage to itself due to the equally power. We also have Gruul the Unleash, that is basically from the 2021 core, and even, of course, his basically his tokens of loyalty. That is, of course, up to 1 target creature will gain a 3/3 and gain at basically trample. Of course, in case somebody's need not know, trample is basically pierce through your opponent's creature if they're lower. And even, of course, he can create a 3/3 base token, and if this opponent control more creature than you, put a loyalty token on, well, loyalty counter on your prime walker. We also, and in element, this is the last one here, you gain a element, but with at the beginning at your turn, beginning at your end step, you may search the library for a creature, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle it in your deck. So that's the opponent one. So opponent is basically 7 for me. And we also have Crescent Beast. Crescent Beast is the great beast itself, as it basically says. And of course, it's a legendary creature, so it's got Vigilant, Death Touch, Haste, and of course, Crescent Beast cannot be blocked by a creature of 2 or less. And even combat damage that dealt by the creature you cannot control be prevented. Whenever a Crescent Beast deals damage to a opponent, basically it will deal much damage to the praying walker that opponent control. We also have a freaking dragon here from the newest set that is a mystic where basically. that is Golden Spire Dragon. Golden Spire Dragon, of course, is a Frying and Haze. Whenever it attacks or be a target of a spell, it creates a treasure. And of course, treasure token you can sacrifice can be added into your mana pool for any one color. So you have to choose two of one of any. So it has to be like, if you choose red, it's going to be 2 reds. If it's green and all that. And of course, like I mentioned, these artifacts before. Emerald Claim, that is basically a flash card that is equipment, legendary artifact, and basically the spell will cost less if you have each attacking creature under control. Basically, of course, it will be cost less. If you attack with 4, it will be cost for 2 red manas. And even, of course, when it enters the battlefield, it can be attached to a target creature you control. So it was you, give it to your biggest powerful creature. Anyone that is really more powerful than any creature you have on the field. And even that creature will gain a 1/1 and double strike and trample. Double strike basically hit twice. And even, of course, you got the Great Hens. The Great Hens, of course, basically this spell will be cost less if X is basically the greatest power among your creature that you control. And even, of course, if you get this artifact, basically, of course, if you tap it, you get 2 wings and 2 lives. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put up a 1 counter and draw a card. So this is excellent. So even, of course, if you have a creature that have 5 or more, basically, of course, it will be cost less. And even, of course, the snow. Yes, the snow. Snow is apparently important on this deck, I think, isn't it? Was there? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, I'm thinking of someone else. And of course, we got basically all these. And even this is actually a unique one. This is a snowland, basically. Oh yeah, now I remember why there's snowlands there. Because basically this creature, basically, of course, is a land, is of course ridiculously can be turned into a creature with Fenceland and all creatures types until end of turn, and even the still land. And this card, of course, if you paid 3 snow mana sources, that is from your mountains, your forest that is snow covered, which of course snow is the new not new mechanic of this whole bed. You get the picture. It's basically the way they cost us basically cast this land into a creature to join you in the battlefield. And that is amazing. So now here we go. We are, of course, sideboards. Sideboards, of course, we got Scalding Dragonfire, Mass fitted in with this from the new set, which of course, forgot to mention about that. This one, of course, do 3 damage to a target creature or Planewalker. If that creature or Planewalker died or exiled, this, of course, is a change as a Silk Silver, means Silk Silvers get changing. And even, of course, when they enter the battlefield, you may, of course, exile the creature from your grave. If you do, exile an artifact or an enchantment from your opponent's side. We also got Phoenix of Ashes, which scores Frying and Haste. And this, of course, this creature, of course, get a basically part of 2 if you pay the mana onto an ability. If it, of course, dies, it can basically escape from the grave. And yet they basically paid 4 mana, that's including 2 reds. And even, of course, the other addition that will be exiled 3 other cards from your grave. And even once the bird is out, basically, of course, this creature will gain a 1/1. So this will become basically a 3/3. And even if you tap the mana ability, it will become a 5. Power of 2. 5/2. And we also, of course, have Soul Scourge, which scores deal 5 damage to a creature or a Planewalker. If that permanent will lose indestructible until end of turn. We also have, of course, a god here that is none other than Chorus, the god of destiny, of course. Legendary are enchantment creature, so this creature will be entered as enchantment first. Once along you have defaulted of red and green, less of 7. This will be isn't a creature, and even as long as you entered pre-combat, the main phase, of course, basic force, you exile the card from your grave. If it is a land, you get a mana of red or green. Otherwise, you will gain 2 life, and of course, coils will deal 2 damage to each opponent. Of course, we mentioned this one before, and we have the most ridiculous thing ever: a destructible scroll. Yes, Tukus, the bearer of secrets, legendary creature, and is a freaking squirrel, like I mentioned. This spell cannot be cannot be countered. Basically, Tukus can attack each time, and whenever a creature you deal damage in combat to a player, basically, of course, you will draw a card. So it could be any of your creatures. So that's good. We also have, of course, the Ox of Argus, which scores Ox of Argus will enter the battlefield, discard your hand, and draw 3 more. Once it's dead, basically, of course, it can escape, exile 8 cards from your grave, and of course, the Ox escape with a counter on it. Just 1 counter. So that is what we got, people. And this is, of course, like I said, we're going to play Tradition. Tradition is just going to be a 1 match thing. So we are playing it. So here we go. Oop. So in course, as we are entered our first match right now, well, first round of this match. If you guys, of course, want to check out my other videos, like example, like my Arcane Check, even of course my other Magic the Gathering videos, and even I do some gameplay of certain games. Like I am currently, of course, playing Persona 4. Of course, this bit is up to you. But never mind, we are here to for Magic the Gathering. So here we go. So let's see what we got. I will probably play the green first to get a human. Because we need a human. Humans. We need a human to get the beast. We need the beast to attack the player for 5 and whatsoever. Oh lord, I sound weird by saying that. I will say enter tap, and I will probably scratch him for 1. Good enough for me. Okay, don't tell me he's a white. Yeah, he is a mono white. Okay, now we got him. Summoner Beast. I will not attack because he is a 2/2 and I don't want to lose a 1/1. If I lose a 1/1, I basically lost a 5/5 because he cannot attack. Oh, good. And it's kind of one of those moments on what I should do. Okay, that's of course only have 1 thing, so I probably gambled by summoning this knight, draw a card, and we got another innkeeper, which is nice. I'll probably tap this in, attack with 5, and see how that goes. Wow, we just punched it there. Okay, we got Lieutenant. Very good. That guy is gonna get 1/1. Or maybe the Knight. And hands. And yet he's protection from multicolor, so not good to my other one. Let's do this. It's gamble. Probably put another one. And go for it. Part of me want to destroy it. Anyways. What? That's confusing. Alright, we did. Just wondering. I got a little confused. It didn't look. The animation didn't look like it went the other guy first. Now let's just went the little frame drop there or some more framescape. Okay, now I realize he's an animal. Wait. But we can summon a dragon! Because dragons are awesome. And even this dragon that his. And that's awesome too. Okay, so I'm gonna destroy a token. Yeah. I don't care to gain life. We're gonna wreck that life. I'll probably destroy the knight. Knight is more threatened. Even though he's got what are called? Menace, which words can basically block 2 creatures. Or is it Menace is something? What Menace again? Menace can be blocked by except for 2 or more. I see. Got it wrong. I will say get this one killed. Damn, we have another innkeeper. I have a better idea. Summon an innkeeper and get 2 more cards. And wow, that's a good gamble. And let's see. I'm gonna destroy him. Hey, let's go for it. I'll probably just save that treasure for another day. Okay, we're doing good. Another knight. Boy. I probably put another green. Get another innkeeper. And summon a giant. Draw 3 cards. And summon E, of course. Lovestruck Beast. Draw 3 more cards. Oh! Spicy! This is gonna be ridiculous, yo. And Everclave. Pay. This is spicy. Now we can. Our dragon is wielding the blade. Oh god, I could do the evil laugh anytime. But we're seriously gonna win. We won this round, I will say. I don't know how to close that one, anyways. Yeah, I know. Ain't that a bitch? And I'm assuming he's going to get trying to target my innkeepers in the next round, so that's something. Okay, sacrificing it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I do not like this at all. This is threatening here. Really, really threatening. Okay. A bit there, there. Fire. I just realized I forgot to put my other innkeeper. But we're recording, so I said F it. Just go with the throw, baby. So basically the dragon have slaughtered him, but we definitely need to destroy his other guys. So okay. So we're basically dealing with enchantment, so best bet is to basically, of course, get something good. I would say, well, you do have that freaking thing, so I'm gonna say F it. Putting it, replacing the ooze with the mass. I want to keep that because that's still good. Artifact. I will say, is there anything that is worth to take away? Well, we also deal with a guy who can, basically, of course, can basically, I'm losing my words here. Basically can heal himself, but you kind of want to like deal much damage as you can. So I'm gonna say take away that, and I will say take away that. Cause that's a bit too much Emiclave, and you don't want to have too much Emiclave while in the first or second round. Unless, you manage to win. So, this of course again, Kitty Paw again. And, okay, we got that to be a land, but that's still not good. We need, Team Muddy. Okay, that's good. We got the Emicrave earlier. Still good. Well, kind of want to give it away for now. Dragon and keep. What's the first to summon? Okay, well, we don't have a green, because it would be great if we have the Mammoth, but you know what, probably just cast the Mammoth as a land, because we do have another Mammoth, and if we do have another green, we can summon it. Okay, this is not too bad. Now we can summon a human. Okay. Knight with Death Touch. I get signed. But I will probably just destroy him. Cast the Innkeeper. I just want to see what is reaction on his strategy, because sometimes I think sometimes it's kind of good idea to expose something. Like, it's just depends on the way of how it goes. Ooh, another innkeeper. Let's summon another one. And also it's good too, because, well, that means we can summon the Faceless Heavens. And we will deal 2. A weak punch, but still we'll get there. This, well, not punch, I want to say slap. Slap of 2. Okay, let's summon, well, we can summon the dragon now, actually. This is ridiculous. So that would be 5. Yeah, that is good. Because the dragon is haste, so pretty good. Not unless you have a counter spell. Please don't have a counter spell or something that destroyed my other creature. Man, oh man, I'm angry. I'm angry now because he destroyed my creature. That's a good one. So we're basically having like basically, I think that's a 9, isn't it? Yeah, 9. Okay, he's in. And let's summon our giant. Ooh, oh. Oh baby. Oh, sorry, I am. Whew. This is a really surprisingly great handing here. Because the way the ratio of this hand right now is spicy. It's like something you definitely want to have on your standard right now. And we did was talking about food. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna deal this, another damage, another extra damage since we really got that, and that's how ridiculous this frickin' dragon is. Boom. Like, I could go and attack another game, but I don't know, is that a missed opportunity to not... Oh, we won. We have won that match. Wow. So, this is definitely good. Even though it's just a one match, but I will say this card, this decks in the card, the cards in the decks are very good. The ratio of the chances of getting it is surprising. And I don't know why I'm black screen right now. Oh, it's not responding. Oh well, who cares? Well, like I was saying, the structure of this deck is just great. Can it be get into Mythic? I will say yes. There is definitely a good chance if you play your cards right. So don't get too cocky on it. Just try to strategize on what type of decks you get. And even, of course, even though I just versus E, basically white and black, which of course, even though his deck is kind of more of Knight's focus, but even though, of course, there is some life gaining into it, but it is still can be easily beaten because the creatures he have are pretty weak, unless there are the other knights that can have death touch or destroy your creature but cause a life. Like that Green Reaper Knight thing. I can't remember its name right now because seriously, Magic have so many cards I could talk about, but you know what I mean. But yet again, I will say you definitely want to build this deck. You definitely want to. And due to the structure of the frickin' dragon and the combo of it, if you have more those bone cluster giants with the stomp ability of Andrew the mechanic, it's definitely good. Even though, of course, if you basically have a dragon alone and you're basically hitting it and you do that damage, that's a total of 6. But yet again, it always depends on how well you play it and how well you strategize on your sideboard. So even though I did show you the sideboard, but don't worry, this will be on either hub, of course, the Magic the Gathering website that always have a lot of top uh, cards out there, and of course, a lot of great other people trying out new cards and new decks or whatever. But I will say this, guys. Thank you guys for coming and watch this video, and even of course, check out my other busy cards, decks I have played recently. Some I did basically kind of felt like a miss. Some basically are a hit, but it is always depends on who you gets. But even of course, I will also say if you're or basically of course watching my other videos and you are enjoy it so far and want to see more content of me playing more Magic the Gathering in the near future, as I try produce all the time, you can of course subscribe, and even of course if you have some good questions or even of course a suggestion on a certain card to mix with it, you can put it on basically the comment on my video. And even of course, don't forget I have Discord if you guys want to check it out, and even I have Twitch if you guys of course want to see me play Magic the Gathering live. And even of course, I will say this: see you guys next time of my next video or whatever it's gonna be, and even of course, I will be playing more of other decks as I can see what is going to be the big feature card, decks that is going to be a big hit in the next few weeks. So see you guys next time.